So this, you're kyautsin like, okay? So a lot of our work physically is to just help relax that, so we can give our ability to sing the best possible chance. So we're going to do a bit of physical warm-up now before we start vocal warm-up. So, can everyone find a space for me where they can see me? Let's start with the top. So, keeping feet about shoulder width apart, making sure you haven't locked your legs. Just relax. Shoulders back. Engage the spine. Good. Take heads to the right. Centre. Left. Centre. Right. Centre. Left. Centre. Drop the chin to the chest. And roll the head to the right. Now you're trying to get your right ear towards your right shoulder without raising that shoulder. So feel the stretch down the side of your neck. And roll round to the left. And roll back to the centre. Put the hand on the back of your head, either hand, and just apply a little bit of pressure. Stretch out the back of your neck. Let go, and now roll slowly down the spine. Vertebrae per vertebrae.
And once you're there, just take a couple of big deep breaths. Let that air fill your back. And slowly roll back up.
Let's roll the shoulders back. Roll the right shoulder. And forward. And the left shoulder. Still making sure you haven't locked the backs of your legs. And forward. Good. Take hold of your elbows and stretch out your back. Interlace your hands behind, but imagine you're holding a brick, so don't bring the hands together and stretch back. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand and stretch to the side. And the other way. And stretch out the arms. And there we go. Keeping the bottom half of your body still, we're going to just lock the top half of our body. It's about engaging our core muscles. So, bottom half still, take the top half of the body to the right. Centre, to the left. Centre, forward. Centre, back. Centre, roll it back. So this is not about the hips, this is about the top of the body. We're engaging the core. All of those muscles that give you a six-pack and enable you to sing, that's what we're working. And the other way. Good, let's do it with the bottom half of the body. Hips to the right. Hips to the left. Hips forward. Hips back. And roll. So the top half of the body is still. Again, really engage those core muscles. And Let's take legs wider, hands on hips, flat back over. What I mean by that is that's not flat, that is flat. Okay? So you should be feeling the stretch in the backs of your legs. Take the arms forward with it. Hands to the floor. Try and touch your feet if you can.
And then gently bend the knees and roll back.
Let's just finish with the ankles and the legs. So rolling round the edge of the foot. Just warming up the hips, the legs, the ankles. Elvis Presley style. And the other foot. Good, let's give it a proper stretch. So, up on tiptoes. Try not to let your ankles roll out. Hands out. Staying on tiptoe. We're going to kneel all the way down. Keep the back straight. Staying on tiptoe. Then we're going to come up, staying on tiptoe. Take the arms up. Staying on tiptoe. We haven't come down yet. Arms out. Staying on tiptoe. Going down. And back up. And now you can do it. Okay. A few balance issues, perhaps. Okay. Good to know. Okay, fabulous. So, we've started to warm up the body. We've engaged the spine, we've engaged the core. We've really brought the awareness into our bodies, but we need the awareness into our faces as well. So, imagine you're chewing a tiny, tiny piece of toffee. And imagine that toffee gets bigger. And bigger. And bigger. And bigger. Really make that chew huge. Until finally you're forced to go wide face on everything. Big eyes, big mouth, big cheeks. And now tiny face. Scrunch it all up. Big face. Tiny face. Big face. Tiny face. Big face. Tiny face. Good. Stick your tongues out. Try and touch your nose with the tip of your tongue. Try and touch your chin. Try and touch your left ear. Try and touch your right. And circle the tongue all the way around. And the other way. These games are not designed to make you look pretty, trust me. Okay, tongue Olympics. Taking the tip of your tongue, putting it behind your bottom set of teeth, you're going to push the rest of your tongue forward. You will feel it down in your throat. The tongue is a huge muscle, goes all the way down to here. So, when you push the tongue forward like this, you should feel it down here. It might make you feel slightly sick. You can feel all the muscles working in your neck. Do at least 10 tongue press-ups. Okay, the endurance event to the tongue Olympics. Taking your tongue and rolling it around the outside edge of all of your teeth. We're going to do 8 to the right, 8 to the left, 4 to the right, 4 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Then alternating, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your mouth closed at all times. Bear with it, it will hurt. Okay. and ready. 8 to the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, right. 1, 2, left. 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and relax. Yeah. Getting the jaw working is really important, but yes, it does hurt. Good. Okay, who's ever done any singing? Hands up. Okay, some of you have been very, even in the shower, on your own, in the shower, to your favourite pop song. Pretty much everyone has sung, and everyone can sing. Anyone that says, I can't sing, is lying. Everyone can sing. Sometimes we don't necessarily hit the right notes, but you can sing. Everyone has the function to talk, therefore you have the function to sing. And the key thing is the breathing for both are the same. Have ever you been in a situation where you've just been talking to your mates and you suddenly had to go, very, very rarely. Therefore, you don't need to do it when you sing. No one in the middle of a song needs to go to breathe, okay? That's not helping you. That's not actually taking a proper breath. All you're doing is raising your shoulders at that point. The breath comes from down here. Your lungs are attached to your diaphragm. Using this barrel, which is why we do all the core exercises, you're pulling your diaphragm down and your lungs are able to expand. If you just breathe here, you're not getting the air into your lungs properly. So, we're going to do a breathing exercise. Can you please take your thumb, stick it in your belly button, and take your first finger and put it about an inch or so just below. So you're basically grabbing hold of your tummy. Okay, imagine your lilos, and we're going to let all the air go out of us on the sound. Okay, let all the air go out. Feel how that feels. And when you let everything out, then take a breath in and release. What happens? Tense. What happens to your belly? It sucks in. What happens when you take a breath? It pops out. So this time, don't think about taking a breath. When you absolutely run out of air, just let the belly pop out and see what happens. So, releasing again. What happened? Anyone tell me what happened? It goes. It immediately goes. It's completely natural. We can't help breathing. Our body wants us to breathe. Okay? So allow the body to do its work and you won't run out of breath when you're singing. That's literally all you need, is to just imagine that pop is what needs to happen at the end of a line to enable you to sing the next line. So that's breathing. Okay. The big thing are all these muscles round here are the muscles you need. Okay? So, if you are singing, I need you to imagine, right, you're in your bathroom, you're going for a wee. Your mum knocks on the door and you have to stop weeing immediately. Those muscles that you engage to stop weeing are some of the muscles that you need to sing with, okay? Same thing, if you've ever gone for a big poo, those muscles that you are engaging in your lower back are also the muscles that you need, okay? So you are engaging this whole panel of muscle around here. You are not singing from up here, you're singing from down here, and that's what gives you the power. So to demonstrate that, we'll do the Spider-Man. Can anyone tell me how Spider-Man gets around? The webs. Okay, so imagine, very sillily, you have webs for a second. And you need to pull yourself up onto that building. So that little pull as you engage, okay? It's not tits and ass. It's not overextension. It's literally just a little pull-up to engage all those muscles I've just spoken about. So you are engaging the muscles here and here. Now, get into partners for me. Good. And first and foremost, just stand as you usually stand, one of you, and the other one, stand behind them and gently give them a push. Just stand how you usually stand. Yeah, stand how you usually stand. Now, push on their lower backs as well. Okay? Now, people in front, Spider-Man it for me. Boom, boom, Spider-Man. Okay? Feel the difference in the engagement that means and how that grounds you on the floor. Now, obviously, if you watch a piece of musical theatre, before they sing, they don't go, okay? They don't, but they're thinking it. And you've got to, a lot of drama school training is about learning how to stand neutrally before you can do a character. The Legally Blonde girls don't all stand like that to sing, but they have gone through that in order that they know what they need to be doing with their core to be able to sing like that, okay? So standing in neutral to begin with is a really good skill to learn. Swap round so the other one can feel what it's like to Spider-Man. So just engaging those core muscles. They do not need to be doing that. They are doing that for show. That is not improving the quality of their voice or the power of their singing. You do not need to dislocate your own jaw to get a note out. So, can everyone, just for me, get 2 fingers and put them in your mouth? Okay? Take it out, but retain that space. That is how wide your mouth needs to be to sing. That's not that wide. So what you have to do is increase width that way, and that will give you the rounded sound. If any of you have ever watched any opera, you'll notice opera singers, their eyebrows go up, their cheeks go up, and they look like they're singing. Even if they're singing about the fact that they're dying, they will be smiling through it, because that's what's giving them that power. That's what's giving them that rounded voice. So if you're having difficulty hitting a high note or getting up there, raise the eyebrows and smile. Get those cheekbones up, and that width will allow you to hit that note. Okay? The last thing you ever need to think about when you're singing is confidence. And that's why we smile. That's why we give it all this. Because the more that you believe it, the easier it will become. If you can go, yeah, I can hit that note. Yeah, I can reach that note. The minute you start to think, oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, I can't. You've just completely destroyed your body and your confidence, and you won't be able to get up there. So, give it everything. Give it all you've got. If you hit the wrong note, it's not the end of the world. But you've absolutely got to go for it in singing. Otherwise, you will never, ever be able to hit the right note. And with that in mind...
Marvellous.
Alex!
Could you